Hello and welcome back to another Tesayo Open Mic podcast episode. If you're new to this podcast, Tesayo Open Mic is a show that discusses exploratory testing, manual testing, testing career path, or to show you how to start one from scratch, even if you are not from the IT industry. Everything that will help you grow as a Tesayo tester, an EPAM systems company, or motivate you to become a tester with us. Today's guest is Katya from Testa and from the Discord community team. Hello, Katya. How's life?
Hello, Charlie. I'm fine, thank you.
So, for those who don't know you, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Katya and I'm from Ukraine, but now, due to some events, I live in Spain. I really like this country and the people who surround me here. Spain
Wonderful.
is a wonderful country because it has everything: sea, mountains, old cities with amazing architecture,
Hmm.
delicious food, and it all this is very important for Ukrainians as well. I'm personally attracted to mountains. It is my passion. If everything seems to be bad, then hiking 15 or 20 kilometers in the mountains quickly brings me back to life.
Cool.
Yes. I like traveling, so now I have a lot of possibilities here. But I still hope to return home because I love my country so
I
much.
hope so.
Also, I have an 8-year old daughter, and
Hmm.
honestly, it is the best part of my life. She is very active and completely naughty, but you're never bored. Also, I love to dance. I have been dancing
Oh,
Oriental for many years, and now I have the opportunity to learn how to dance flamenco.
oh,
I
wow.
dream about it. I dreamed about it for a long time.
Are you dancing flamenco very well now?
No, it is very difficult,
It
and
is.
I have to study a lot. I don't think that I will be good in flamenco in maybe in closest time, but I really love it very much.
Well, that's more important.
Yes.
What has your career path been, and also why QA testing, Katya?
I registered on the platform 5 years ago as a tester.
Mm.
To be honest, testing was not my choice. My husband and
Oh.
I were looking for a way to make money. We found this platform through a Google search, and
Mm.
I didn't think that it would last for a long time. But it turned out that testing is quite an interesting thing, and I
It
liked it
is.
very much. Yes, and it was easy for me to understand the process because my first education was related to IT. So I
Oh,
really enjoyed.
interesting.
Yes, I really enjoyed working as a tester. And a year and a half ago, Yulia, our community manager at that moment, offered me and Ara to help her in our Discord community.
Oh, yes.
Uh, a little bit later, Irina replaced Yulia, and now Irina, Ara, and I try to make the life of our community interesting and as useful as possible. I really love working with these girls because we always understand each other, and I think we are an excellent team.
Yeah, yeah. We can see that from the other side,
Thank you. Unfortunately, since then, I have become a less active tester, but I still
Hmm.
sometimes participate in cycles.
That's
Mm.
good. And what's your favorite thing about testing then?
First of all, it is very interesting, as I told you already.
Hmm.
Although it can sometimes be difficult when you come across a task that is new to you and you need to figure out how to do it.
Very true.
And But I have to say that we have a very friendly community that will always help you. We have many experienced testers who share their experience, and you can ask a question in chat or in Discord channels. And I see that always somebody who is experienced answers the questions of newbies.
Hmm.
And we have a huge number of different tasks in our platform, so it is never boring to
It is
test.
not, yeah.
For example, I like to write usability reports, and I'm sure that
Hmm.
everybody likes.
Yeah.
When you have to share your opinion, describe what you like and what you would like to change. And when I use a website or an application in,
Hmm.
I mean, in normal life, not while testing. For example, doing online shopping, I always
Hmm.
think about what I would add, what I would change, and what I yes, what I would make more convenient for the users. So, so it's like a
From a usability mindset. Interesting. An advanced user.
yes.
And you mentioned your background is on IT. Could you share a little bit,
It
please?
was my first education at the university. I had to be a developer, a
Hmm.
programmer. But
Wow.
honestly, I have never worked as a developer. But I think that knowledge that I got and my
Exactly.
experience helped me a lot. Yes, because sometimes you understand how application or website works. And I remember that some years ago we suggested our newbies to pass a course about HTML,
Hmm.
and I'm sure that it is still very useful for working for successful working in our platform.
Still, yes. Agreed. Agreed. And since your work on Discord is very important now, could you tell a little bit about your work in the Discord community team?
Sure. And honestly, this is my favorite part of the job because here I communicate a lot and meet many different people from all over the world. I have friends here, and some of them I have already met in my offline life. For
Oh,
example, yes, for example, last year I met
hmm.
with Doris in Serbia, and this year in January I met with Evgenia in Berlin. Evgenia is our first community manager,
Hmm.
of course.
Yeah, yeah. The creator
And
of the Discord community, actually, isn't she? Yeah.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, creator. And my family has met with Slavik's family. I mean, our master. His name is Slavik.
Hmm.
Some
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, my family, my husband and my daughter, we met with his family several times, and our
Oh,
kids
that's
played
cool.
together very well. Yes, and now unfortunately we can't do it, but I hope that after returning to Ukraine, we will
Hmm.
go on a meeting um, by our families.
Hopefully,
And
yes.
sometimes I ask our testers to help me with some activities in Discord, to write a post about, for example, about celebration of different holidays in their countries, to answer questions or to take part in interview. And in
Hmm.
majority of cases, the guys respond and help me. And thanks them a lot. It is very valuable, and honestly, I'm very happy that we have such friendly community.
Yeah, they are. And helpful and grateful at the same time, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sure.
Thank you, Katya. Would you share an interesting moment you've encountered in your career? I mean, you have shared some meeting
Uh,
people offline, and I mean, colleagues offline, but maybe you have another moment you want to share.
Uh, Maybe it is not really about a career and just
Mm,
a real case from the life of our community, which I
please,
remember the most. A
please.
few years ago, our community held a meeting in Kiev, and quite a lot of people gathered. And my husband Ivan and I were also going to come there. At
Mm.
that moment, my husband was a quite active tester, and he tested a lot, and most of the testers knew him. Of course, they were waiting for him there in this
Interesting.
event. But at the last moment, it turned out that we had no one to leave our daughter with, and he
Oh.
decided yes, and he decided to stay with her so that I could go to the meeting.
Mm.
Every yes, everybody was waiting for Ivan, but I came instead. Perhaps someone was disappointed, but I really wanted to meet other testers of our platform, and uh, I was waiting for this event.
Mm.
And when I came, many asked about him, and somebody even asked me to see his photo, probably because somebody thought that we were the same person. Maybe I don't know.
Oh.
Yes,
Maybe.
yes. It was an amazing event, and I was so happy to meet other testers, to see him. It was. I remember. I still remember these days, and
Mm.
I'm very happy that I could attend it. And I really hope that we can organize another meeting of our community in the near future.
I would like to join
Uh,
that one as well.
yes, I
Definitely.
hope. Uh, I hope very much because it is very bright, and a lot of people can come and meet other testers and communicate.
Well, thank you, Sasha, for sharing such a memorable moment in your life. Last question, please. What is the best piece of advice you have for someone starting testing with Tessa?
Uh, Honestly, I will not say anything new. This has been discussed many times, and a lot of experienced testers said about this. But I say, read the academy and our level up posts.
Hmm.
There are enough theoretical materials on our platform for successful work. Read the test description carefully and always get ready to keep learning. Uh, Ask questions. As I told you, that we have a very friendly community, and a lot of people are ready to help and answer your questions. So,
Well, thank you. You're right. So many other guests are saying similar advice, but sometimes you get a new meaning when you hear from someone else, or it was said differently, and it just clicks, and then you say, oh, that's what it is. Is that so? And then they learn. Thank you so much, Katya, for spending the time with us and sharing your career path, your work in this cause, and interesting moments with the community and the advice with our audience. And of course, happy International Women's Day.
thank you. And I would like to say some words about it because
Please.
there are many wonderful women
Mm,
in our platform who inspire
mm,
me every day. I admire each of them, and I want to wish them love and peace to the entire family part of our community. Be who you want to be. May there always be a choice in your life, and also let there always be time for yourself and for everything that you like. May everything you do be pleasant. Be happy.
Oh, beautiful words for our women in the community. That there are many and there are outstanding testers. Thank you for listening to the Tessa Your Open Mic podcast. If you want to become a tester, start a new career, or you are already a Tessa Your tester and want to thrive, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know more about testing with Tessa Your, listen to the private podcast held in our Discord community server, which you can access directly from your tester account. Take care and stay tuned. Cheers.